I've been a ChipsAway franchisee for just over 5 years, and prior to that I was in the electronics industry for more than 30 years, doing international sales. I got made redundant just shortly after I turned 50, and I really had to do something. My experience was all in sales and marketing and business startup, and I thought ChipsAway would be a good vehicle to do that. I knew I could do the business startup part. All I had to do was be able to paint cars. When I first started with ChipsAway as a franchisee, I was a man in a van like most of the other franchisees, and I wanted a car care centre like this. So I worked for 5 months on a mobile basis. And when I say mobile, I mean off of the van, but mostly working on my driveway. So I created a workshop on my driveway with my marquee. I kind of had a figure in my head of around £300 per day would be as much as you could do and expand your business at the same time. So if you're working, you still need to allow some time to do some marketing and to do some estimating. So I targeted myself at £300 a day. When I reached that, I decided that I had to go into the workshop. Today we're currently running around £1,000 a day. Setting targets and objectives are really important. If you don't know what you're trying to do, how will you know when you've got there? You have to set a target, achieve it, and then move on. I'm kind of fanatical about keeping a record of what I've done this time last year, and I can see the growth year on year, month on month. We've repaired things other than cars. Sam, who's doing the social media, is trying to collate some of the things that we've been doing, but we've repaired a Komatsu digger, which is 30 tons. We had to go to the digger to repair it. We practically repainted the whole digger. We painted vases, flowers. A neighbour of mine had an old fridge, an old Husqvarna fridge, that she wanted painted up in an old English white colour so that she could keep her wine in her fridge. And we painted it for her and she was delighted, but we also got some lettering for her. And she didn't have a smeg, but we made her a smug fridge, so she was really happy with that. Local marketing, we think, is very important to us, so we advertise in several magazines that are either free and public put through people's doors. There's the small A5 magazines and even an A4 magazine, which has a different shelf life to the smaller magazine. It would go more to small businesses, barber shops, coffee shops. To be successful in this franchise, I think you have to be very honest with yourself and you have to work really hard. There are some days which are difficult, just like most people have a bad day at the office, you'll have a bad day in your van, but you need to just work your way through that. And every day is a new day. To sum up on my ChipsAway experience, I would say it's very hard work, but if you persevere, you will get there, and well, the rewards are there in the end.